How's it going, guys? Well, welcome back to TheBlueShifting. Welcome back to Muv-Luv Photonflowers. Muv-Luv Mondays. How can we forget? Alright, so last episode was Saucegate, apparently. That was the Valentine's Day implosion of Takeru and Sumika over steak sauce and soy sauce. And yeah, like I was thinking about it for a while. I talked to listened to your comments about it, and I think I agree with a lot of you. This like one of those things where it's like it seems like it's a ridiculous thing to be fighting about, but it kind of felt like something like this was gonna happen. I mean, frankly, you fight in relationships. You have disagreements. It's how you handle the disagreement that's going to define the success and longevity of a relationship. They may be not doing well so far, but they're also high schoolers. We got to remember that. We were all stupid when we were 16, 17, 18. Like, why on earth would we be surprised that these two are having some kind of problem? But we're gonna have to see how they handle it. We need to see what they do with this opportunity, because the thing is, like, while dark times are dark, this is the time when you forge yourself in steel, and that's what's really gonna happen. If they do it right, and if they communicate, and if they're willing to admit that they're on faults, because they're both at fault here. I think we all kind of agree that neither one of them, they're both kind of garbage people in this situation, because there shouldn't be a reason why, even if you personally hate it, that you should take so much affront to somebody not wanting to try it the way you do. But then Takeru also should have been willing to try it the way she intended it, because there was probably a reason for the way she built it in order to taste good with that sauce. And so it's like I think they both were being too rigid, and also, frankly, that's who they are. I mean, Takeru, part of what makes Takeru so good and so amazing and alternative is the fact that he doesn't back down. Like, that's typically a virtue, but it has drawbacks, and this is a good example of that. So let's jump right in. We're gonna go full force into this, but a brief kind of announcement. I have some stuff coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'm hoping I'm gonna be able to maintain a good schedule, but I might have a few weeks where I'm off. If it happens, you should see a message come out on the channel and in the Discord. So if you want to get good messages and updates about what's happening on the channel, go to Discord, because comments on posts on YouTube don't always come up for people. And lately, I've been noticing notifications haven't been going out to my subscribers very well. You know, just one of those YouTube things. So highly advised you follow on Discord. You don't need to pay attention to much in there, but you'll see I'll post announcements and stuff if something happens. So if you want to be up to speed on that, just let you know. But for now, I'm hoping to be able to have everything coming out for the next several weeks without interruption. It just, I got life to juggle, and when push comes to shove, I'm not going to break myself trying to make videos. I've got I have life to live, and I'm not going to sacrifice that life for this. There's got to be a balance. So anyway, let's jump right into it. So yeah, last time we saw it, Sumika stormed off, and we have stormed off as well, effectively. Ah, crap, I didn't bring lunch today. And there's no way Sumika brought me one either. Well, maybe, but probably not. Not after last night, anyway. She didn't even come to wake me up this morning. Oh well, guess I'll go buy something from the student store. Great, just my luck. I got a late start, so all the good stuff was already sold out. Dang it.
Takeru-san!
Oh, what's up?
これ、Sumika-chan からお弁当だって。
Now the problem with that is I think it's very sweet, but I also could totally see Tama trying to make things better for us by saying Sumika sent it. Huh? What the heck? She won't talk to me, but she still made me lunch. Well, to be fair, she probably knows she overreached. Maybe this is like a peace offering? That dork. Too embarrassed to come and apologize, I guess. Maybe I should try to break the ice when I go return the box. Wait, what?
これ。
Uh-oh. Oh no, is this actually a prank revenge? Oh no. Yep, it's pork cutlet, alright. Plunked down on a bed of rice and slightly deformed from being squished by the lid. But wait, that's not all. It's totally. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh, come on, Sumika. It's totally drenched in steak sauce.
ご飯が茶色いね。
That mother trucker. Hey, Sumika, you got a problem, you little crap? This is supposed to be a joke?
私にとってはごちそうだもん。
Okay, alright. They're both just crap heads at this point. Fine, burn yourself to the ground for all I care. This is a good example of why I preferred Maya, but I don't think Takeru was right for her. That's a low blow, Sumika. Like, come on. Like, agree to disagree and move on. Oh, F you.
ちょっと何事？
Take a look at this.
あ、ソースカツ丼キャベツ抜きだね。
Now do you see? I'm not the one being unreasonable here.
鏡さん、いくらなんでもちょっとやりすぎじゃない？
Yeah, you know it's bad when class rep admits, like, okay, Sumika, come on. Are you serious?
そんなことないもん。愛情込めて作ったんだよ。そのカツだって朝わざわざ揚げたんだから。
Yeah, was it love that motivated you? Really? Would love motivate someone to literally do this when they know it's a pressure point? A loving breakfast would be to maybe, like, I don't know, prepare something else. Or a pork cutlet with a packet of soy sauce. It'd be a little tongue-in-cheek, but it's like, that sounds like a love expression. Like, still kind of like sarcastic elbow jab, like, I'm not happy right now. But wouldn't be vengeful. This feels vengeful. Oh yeah, I can tell you really put a lot of effort into it.
私は一生懸命作ったもん。それを気に入らないっていうのはタケルちゃんだよ。
Oh, so now I'm the bad guy here?
食べないのは自由だけど、それは私が悪いんじゃないからね。
Oh, curse you hand, I clicked too fast. Bruh!
まあまあ、タケルさん、落ち着いて。
These two need to go take a bath in ice water and just cool their heads. How can I be calm when she keeps pushing my buttons?
でも、スミカちゃんの言うことにも一理あるって。
Excuse me?
白金くんの好みはどうあれ、こういう食べ物はあるってことよ。鎧くんが言ってたでしょ。
Well, sure, I get that. But she specifically made it in a way she knew I wouldn't like.
ちょっとしたいたずら心じゃない。昨日の今日なんだから多めに見てあげなさいよ。
See, okay, everyone's pointing out. I think everybody's just being a butthole here. Everyone sucks right now. No, I'm not letting her win this one. She's just trying to force me to eat something I hate. I don't care if it's perfectly good food. I'm not eating it. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go eat. I'm gonna go eat this bun I got from the student store. If anyone else wants the sauce bucket, be my guest. Oh, I smacked the table. I'm getting emotive here. Sorry. Yeah, you both suck right now. Both of you suck. What's that look for?
食べてくれないんだ。
Yeah. Would you eat something you hate?
ソースかかってるぐらいで、私の作ったお弁当食べないんだ。
Okay, now you're twisting things a little.
タケルちゃんなんか好きなものだけ食べて栄養偏って死んじゃえ。
Whoa! Oh, did she flip our desk while we were in it?
タケルさん。あ、スミカちゃん。
Ow. Ah, she got steak sauce all over my uniform.
早く拭かないとシミになっちゃうわよ。使う？ウェットティッシュ。
Oh, wow. Thank you, Kashiwagi. Kashiwagi, you are a saint. Of course, you're going to be the injection of like humanity that we needed at this freaking moment. Sure, thanks.
なんていうか。
Yeah. Yeah?
変な喧嘩だね。
Yeah. You're telling me. Sumika, starved to death? Seriously? Why do you always have to take things so hard? Takeru, you're not listening! Both of you! You're both being jerks! I'll just drown myself in this orange juice. It's not even orange juice, it's like vitamin water. No sponsorship, by the way. That's hilarious that even if that even crossed your mind. Hilarious it even crossed my mind. Hey, Makoto, what do you say we hit up the arcade today, huh?
いいの?
Yeah, no, don't you think that you should, because right now, Takeru, what would be a good parable for this? It's like, oh yeah, it's like your house is on fire right now. Don't you think you should go take care of that real quick, make it a bit of a priority? I understand that you might be stressed. You might want to go relax and get away from stuff. But the thing is, the house is on fire. You can go relax after you put it out before you clean the mess up. Why wouldn't it be?
だって
Look at her standing there so blatantly expectant. Does she really think I'm going to apologize? Ah, it's fine, dude. Come on. We haven't been to the arcade forever.
あ、じゃあさ、すみかちゃんも誘っていこうよ。
Oh, Makoto, I like how you're trying, but that's a really bad way to do it, because you're just going to get the hornet nest kicked again. I appreciate your consideration, my friend. Truly, I do. But I don't think that'll be necessary. She could probably use a little time to cool off, I think. No. You need to... Okay, that's the other thing, too. If you got problems in a relationship, you need to get it out in private, but immediately. Like, there's an old saying, like, don't go to bed angry with your spouse. I think that's a good idea. It's not about going to bed that matters. It's the idea of simmering. If you let something simmer, it's gonna burn. And when it burns, it becomes a sticky mess that nobody can clean up. You know, permanent stuck to the bottom of the pan, has to soak for hours just to even have a hope of chiseling it off. Yeah, no, you don't do that. If you have an issue, you sit down in private and talk about it. You work things out as a couple before you let it go too long. They've already made the mistake of letting it, like, being so out of control that they couldn't even stand each other for that evening. And now, they're both, like Sumika wants to talk about it, but she can't. Again, she's taking the stance where she doesn't want to make the first move. Out of frustration, I understand that, but I think in this situation, somebody needs to make the first move, and it needs to happen soon, and I don't care what, like, sure, Takeru needs to learn to man up a little bit, but in this case, you can't let it just wait. Like, waiting for him to confess that you're dating each other to friends, waiting for him to make the first move for a date. I get that stuff. That kind of makes sense. And trying to nudge it along, but keep it organic, that I understand that motivation. But this is one where Sumika can't sit back and just wait for Takeru to make the right decision. He clearly isn't in the right state of mind for it. But neither is she. She's not in the right mind for it either. They just need to, like, I don't know, lock them in a shed and just hope that they don't murder each other. And when they come out, I bet you they'll feel better. Hopefully. Or they'll starve to death. Knowing how stubborn they are, they might just starve to death before they actually work it out. I've been saying this the whole time, that I think that both sauces are totally valid, and that it's just a matter of preference. She is the one who's being close-minded here. Again, they're both garbage right now. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I normally like Takeru. I like what he becomes in, alternative. I normally like Sumika. She's a sweetheart and very lovely and caring and very genuine. But right now, I kind of don't like either of them. How could she possibly think that I'm the crazy one when she's literally trying to shove her ideology down my throat? Plus, she's never had a problem with it before, so what makes it this time any different? I mean, it's not like I was trying to force her into using soy sauce or anything. Look, you don't need to worry about her. Come on, let's just go. Gotcha! How's that smart gun taste, huh? Come on. Get him! I am so excited that we're actually gonna get a Muv-Luv game that's like gonna be mech running. I mean, I know it's mobile, so it's probably gonna be nah, but I'm excited to at least see it. Ha! You're gonna have to do better than that. Well, not that I expect him to hit me from this distance. Probably much spray and pray at this point. Actually, one of the reasons why I'm actually interested in it, because there was a like the Gundam mecha game that came out where you do little simulated battles and there's a kind of almost visual novel-esque story. That was enjoyable and fun. And at the point that I've gotten into the game, it doesn't feel like I have to grind so much just to be able to participate. It's like I don't have to spend money. And so I'm hoping that that's what the Muv-Luv game will be. If it has an interesting story and dynamic gameplay like that game did, I think it could be phenomenal. But mobile games I'm always like, about, because most of them are kind of garbage. So I'm hoping Muv-Luv will shine through and be good, but we'll have to see. It depends on who they got making the game for them. Alright, well, next, okay, spray pray. My shot only landed because Makoto walked right into it. Just dumb luck, that's all. Oh, fetch! God, I wonder if Sumika's still angry. She's gotta be, right? We've had fights like this in the past, but it's never gone this far. Why is that? What makes this time so different? You dated. I mean, it's gotta be the dumbest argument in the history of mankind. And again, I keep saying this, but the thing is, like, it sounds dumb, and it kind of is, but remember, it's likely a surface, you know, it's the straw that broke the camel's back thing. A buildup of a lot of other tensions and frustrations between the two that just culminated in something that's, like, personally, like, very, like, important to them, that got saddled with all the energy of all the other arguments they haven't been having, but kind of wish they had been having. I mean, Saucegate? Seriously? I feel like this is a sitcom here. Why would anyone be this stubborn about their preferred condiments? You can't seriously think this is going to affect our long-term viability as a couple. Well, the thing is, long-term viability as a couple doesn't matter if you can't survive the short term. Whoa, what the? I've been hit from where? He's right on my tail, I can't shake him. Goodbye. You lose.
Takeru! ぼーっとしすぎだよ!
Mm-hmm. Nah, I'm just giving myself a handicap to even the odds a little.
へえ、そんなこと言っていいの?
Heck yeah, I haven't lost yet, have I?
言ったね。じゃあ、行くよ!
Come and get it. Oh, what the heck, man? How have I not won a single round so far?
タケルの操縦、いつもよりキレがなかったね。
He's right. I couldn't get my head in the game at all. I'm just too stressed out about the whole Sumika thing, I guess. But like, I didn't even do anything wrong this time. Yes, you did. She's the one making mountains out of molehills. No, both of you are. And yet, can't enjoy a simple round of Valgrinon without gnawing at my brain. What even is my life anymore? Ah, welcome to, you know, important life stuff. Makoto, let's go again. Dang it! I can't believe I didn't win a single match at all today. Why am I so stressed out about this? Sumika's the one wrong, isn't she? You know, it'd be a lot easier if you just talked. Big brain moment here. Thought I was finally starting to get the hang of the relationship thing. You barely asked her on a date. You think you had this thing handled? Fetch, man. I was ready to go all in on this. Stop being afraid of what other people might think. That's like basic relationship. I was ready to be myself while still fixing the parts of me that are still too immature. And Sumika had to go and throw all that away. And yet I realized it's a totally stupid thing to fight about. But that doesn't mean I'm about to back down. If I let her have this one, it'll only be a matter of time before she starts criticizing what brand of miso I use, or what ramen broth I prefer, or how firm I like my rice, and those aren't things I should have to change for her. You guys do realize that you could literally be killing the universe right now, right? Like, they don't know that, but...
みんなおはようって、どうしたの? なんだか昨日より雰囲気重くない?
I think we're literally like bringing down the whole atmosphere, just us. Actually, yeah, everyone's being super quiet. What gives? Honestly, I didn't even notice until now. I got other things on my mind. Once again, Sumika neglected to wake me up this morning. Unanticipated this time, made sure to set my alarm clock so I wasn't late for school again. I'm not sensing the same vitriolic. I don't know what the word that's supposed to be. Vitriolic? Vitriol. Yeah, like I know what it's going for, but like if that's a word, I've never used it like that before. Not detecting the same aura from her today. In fact, it feels like things are starting to cool down. Maybe she's starting to feel a little guilty? Hard to tell. No, I think she's deciding that you're not worth it anymore. And as much as she hates it, she might think that you want to break up, and she might be thinking the same. Well, whatever. Better let sleeping dogs lie. I'll give her some space for now. Takeru, you love shooting yourself in the foot.
Shirogane-kun, ちょっといい?
Yeah. Good. Class rep's gonna come and she'll be like, okay, do you literally want to, like, hate yourself for the rest of time? For what? Can't we just talk here? Right, of course not. Got it. Slap him! Slap him in the face! God, it's freezing out here. Couldn't you pick somewhere indoors?
何よ、だらしないわね。
That's kind of his MO. Well, excuse me, princess. So, what do you want to talk about?
予想はついてるんじゃないの?
So, it is about Sumika then.
単刀直入に言うわ。白金くん、鏡さんに謝って。
Huh? Me? Apologize to her.
それで、仲直りしてちょうだい。
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, hold on. Let's get one thing straight.
わかってるわよ。別に白金くんが悪いなんて思ってないの。
Don't get me wrong. He is in the wrong. And maybe he needs to start that conversation. Swallow his pride and just do it. But she should also explain to him that, like, that Sumika is not, like, she's also at fault. Like, he needs to go into it knowing that, but also knowing that if he doesn't try and build bridges now, then he's never going to be able to. Then why should I apologize?
昨日の朝から今まで何にも感じなかったの？クラスのこと。
Huh. Man, I did feel a lot quieter than usual now that you mention it.
感じてはいたみたいね。じゃあ、それがあなたと鏡さんに原因があるってこと、気づいてた？
They've literally shouted in the middle of class. Huh? You think it's our fault?
そうよ。二人が喧嘩なんかしてるから、クラスのみんなが意識しちゃってるの。
Why? It's our problem, not anyone else's.
分かってないわね。それで済んでたら、私がわざわざ頼むわけないでしょ?
Why would the whole class be on edge about this? Are they just worried about us or what? You're right, I don't get it. Why is everyone treating it like it's such a big deal? Sure, we made a big scene in front of the class during lunch yesterday. But from an outsider's perspective, that argument probably looked like a ridiculous comedy routine. No. Real fighting. Real, like there's play fighting where you're having an argument. But then there's real fighting. And real fighting, even if it's about the stupidest thing, never comes off like a comedy. Like, I don't know, like, you could have a shouting match about, like, your favorite Super Smash Brothers character, but, like, if it gets to, like, the real, raw emotions, like, everyone, well, I don't know, it's programmed into us as social creatures, we recognize the difference. And so, yeah, no, everyone would be like, what the fetch was that about? Wouldn't most people just point and laugh at us for getting so fired up over something so trivial? No, they don't care what it's about, it's the emotion. I mean, I would have been pretty pissed off if they had, but still.
ある意味においては、クラスのみんなの方があなたより敏感だったってことね。
What's that supposed to mean?
今回の喧嘩がいつもと違うって察してるってことよ。白金くん、本当に自分で感じてないの？
I mean, sure. It's a bit more serious than usual, I guess.
その通りね。今日の朝も昨日みたいにやってたらまだマシだったかもしれない。でも実際はどう？お互い無視し合って。
Well, I just figured it'd be a good idea to give her some space.
いつまで放っておく気？自分から謝るつもりなんてないんでしょ？鏡さんだってそうよね。
Exactly. How long? I'm not really sure. Just until one of us caves, I guess. And then we'll go right back to normal, just like we always do.
だったら、今そのきっかけをあなたが作ってよ。
She's absolutely right. Okay. So yeah, if he caves in and just apologizes, he can get things going again. And like, that is worth it. But like, he also shouldn't feel like he's the bad guy. Like, there's a difference there, you know? That's what I'm trying to say, is that, like, it's one thing to just be the whipping boy and just, like, everything that goes wrong being your fault in a relationship. That's never healthy. But being the one who opens the door to the conversation, there's nothing more manly or womanly, more amazing than being the person who can be humble enough to be able to admit that they are at fault and to be able to open that conversation up, even if it hurts, even if it's like stressful, even if it makes you feel like a dirtbag sometimes. Being able to do that is a big, big thing, and it's a big part of being in a healthy relationship. Heck no, she's the one who needs to apologize.
ああ、もう、わからない人ね。あなたたちがどう思ってるかなんて関係ないのよ。
I'm glad she's like on the like she's got it. She knows what she's talking about here.
クラスのみんながあなたたちが振りまいた嫌な雰囲気を感じちゃって気まずい思いをしてるってことが重要なんでしょ?
And yet she's also flawed because that's a big mistake. Sure, everyone's suffering in the class because of it, but that's not the most important thing. And the most important thing is there are two people who care deeply for each other, who are hurting each other and themselves because of the way they're choosing to handle a situation. Their lives will be marked by this. I mean, it sounds silly. We always talk about silly high school relationships, but the thing is, I remember all the pain I experienced in my high school relationships. I imagine you do too. Just because we don't end up marrying people who we date in high school, most of us at least, doesn't mean that those relationships don't have a dramatic effect on the rest of our lives. It's important to us, and the way these things are handled are integral to how we approach relationships from that point on. We learn from them, we grow. If he chooses to make mistakes here, it can affect him for years. And then eventually when he gets into a new relationship, if he never learned, he's going to repeat the same mistakes over and over again. That is the most important thing. But the class being affected is definitely of concern.
みんなの方がおかしいの? あなたの論理じゃ人に嫌な思いをさせたら悪いのは嫌な気持ちを持った方なの?
Uh-huh. No, I don't think that at all. Really. Obviously, it's not your fault if someone hurts your feelings. Even a child could understand that.
だったら、その解決のための一番の近道が何かわかるで。
For me to cave. She's probably right. For how emotional Sumika's been right now, I don't see her backing down anytime soon. Yeah, alright. I'll try to talk to her after school and see what I can do.
頼んだわよ。
Now, Takeru, are you actually going to try, or are you going to say something, and she's going to say something that's going to make you upset, and you're immediately going to go crazy, like nuclear on her again? Because that's not going to help anything. Yeah, okay.
ああ、寒い。もう、風邪ひいたら白金くん責任取ってよね。
You're the one who picked this location, dude. Oh, whatever. If it's really making everyone that miserable, I guess I'll just apologize and get it over with. Something tells me... Sumika? Yeah, she's still mad. Can we go talk in private, please? Okay, deep breaths. You were right. You were right. You were right. Well, I just wanted to say... You were right. I'm sorry. And can we stop the stupid fight already? Everyone in class is starting to get really worried about us. Yeah, haven't you noticed? Well, I guess I didn't notice until class rep spelled it out for me. But yeah, so... We cool? No, you need to talk about this! But yeah, this is a good step. Yes. Oh no. About what?
タケルちゃんが悪かったっていうことは、とんかつはソースだってことでいいんだよね。
Okay. Calm breaths. Be like, Sumika, I will try it, even though I'm pretty sure I won't like it. If you agree that if I don't like it, I shouldn't have to eat it that way. Because I think that makes us both reasonable human beings, and that's never going to be what he says, because it would never be what Takeru says here, right? Are you kidding me? She still won't let that go. Well, I mean, to each their own, you know, nothing wrong with that, I don't think.
タケルちゃん、それ悪いと思ってないじゃない。
What? No, it's just a figure of speech.
言葉のあや？嘘ついたってこと？
No, that has nothing to do with it. Come on, don't get hung up on something so trivial.
細かくないよ。大切なことだよ。
So I should always do this in public, in private. You're right. I shouldn't have said it like that. I apologize. Please just forget about that. I already apologized. What more do you want from me? I'm trying to let you win here.
じゃあ、話が振り出しに戻ったよ。
No, you want me to start all the way over? Okay, look, I'm just trying to bury the hatchet here, okay? We can't keep doing this if it's affecting the entire class.
タケルちゃんの言いたいことはわかるよ。みんなが嫌な思いをするのは。
Right, so, come on.
でも、なんか、納得できない。
Dude. Oh boy, here we go. I'm about to get angry at Takeru again. I'm about to read his lines, so here we go. You need to knock this crap off. You don't want to make our friends uncomfortable, but winning's more important? Is that what you're saying?
そうじゃないよ。だけど。
Then knock it off already. There shouldn't be any buts about it. This isn't just about you anymore, you hear me?
なんで怒鳴るのさ。
Yeah, he is yelling. I don't want to yell right now, though. Because you're pissing me off. This is where I'm coming from, don't you? This just shut up and nod your head. What do you mean you can't let this go? Of course you can, dummy. Stop grumbling and act like you're at that age. Is steak sauce really that important to you? Is the thought of me liking something different literally going to kill you? Don't be ridiculous.
そうじゃないよ。私が言いたいのは。
Still not letting it go, huh? Must be something real important then. Alright, let's hear it. Well, I'm listening. If you're too chicken to say it, then don't open your mouth in the first place. Fetch, I hate him so much right now.
みんなのことより、二人のことの方が大事なんだよ。
If I were in this class, I'd be like, go get out. We're leaving right now. Excuse me. Yeah, I've done this in private. Wow, I didn't know you're so self-centered. I don't like either of you. Takeru's really being the jerk here, though. You're just a...
白金、もうダメ。
Yamane.
私、スミカちゃん。白金くん。
Yeah, you are an a-hole. Ooh, ooh. And I can, where's his throat? Just, no, that wouldn't solve anything, but man! Well, I apologize. Happy now? Dang it, dude. I don't even know what the heck just happened. Really? You didn't hear what you said? This just keeps going from bad to worse. Why would Sumika even think something like that?
場所変えるべきだった。
Yes! So, remember Relationship Tips 101 when I randomly spout about random stuff? Takeru here in the past 30 minutes has been the perfect example of literally what you do not ever do. Ever.
それは結果論でしょ。まさかこんな風になるなんて思わなかったもんね。
スミカちゃん、帰っちゃったみたい。
問題、かえって大きくなっちゃったね。
Yeah, you've dug a big hole now.
どうする気？
I was kinda hoping you'd tell me.
このまま放っておくわけにもいかないよね。
あとはよろしく。
Yeah.
なんで私の方見て言うのよ。鏡の言葉、反逆罪に問わないの？
Wait, what?
反逆罪って。
Oh, by saying that she was more important than the class? Now again, that also could sound kind of odd. Remember I made the comment before that, like, yeah, the class is important, but these two are more important? I also have to remember, I don't know all that stuff about Japanese culture and all that stuff, but I do hear over and over again the idea that there's a strong emphasis on community, that there's a responsibility you have to your community and surrounding your neighbors and your nation and your people and your culture, that does take precedence, which is why they have such good prevalence for things like, courtesy when traveling on the train and walking down the street. They have such high standards for cleanliness and like wearing masks if you're sick. Stuff that America struggles with. Very specifically now, we're seeing a lot of it, how we just, for some reason, we struggle thinking for the greater good and less about our own interests. I'm guessing it's a cultural difference. I'm guessing that's why they're putting a lot of emphasis on this here. But again, I don't know that because I've never been to Japan, lived in Japan, known somebody personally who grew up or lived in Japan. These are things I'd like to learn someday because I find it fascinating, but I'm not going to make claims and say, oh, this is why, because I've done that before and implied like I know, and I've made mistakes that way. So I'm guessing that's why, but we'll keep going on.
クラスより自分が大事。
That's not what she said.
そう言った。私は許せないけど、鏡は許せる。
Ooh, she might have a point there though.
ケイちゃん。わかったわよ。綾峰さんの言うことはもっともだわ。悔しいけど。どうするの？ちょっと考えてみる。簡単な話じゃないし。いいでしょ？
Oh, sure, thanks. Everyone sucks. Sumika, what on earth are you thinking? Most of the time I can tell exactly what's on your mind, even if you won't tell me outright. But right now, I genuinely have no idea, not even a clue. I mean, I get that you're saying you feel like our problems as a couple are more important than those of our classmates. Even my fits of rage, I was able to pick up on that much. But like, why the heck would you say something like that when the whole class was within earshot? Heat of the moment, Takeru, you should have argued in private. I mean, come on, even if you realized my apology wasn't totally sincere, you didn't have to go that far. I was just trying to give you an excuse to call off the fight without sacrificing your pride. Are you really not going to let this go until I cast away my soy sauce idols and prove that I've seen the error of my ways? Sure seems that way. Again, it's a weird hill to die on, but I think it symbolizes a lot more. I feel like this entire relationship has not been at all what she expected it. I feel like she feels like she's had to fight tooth and nail just to get him to do basic stuff, like relationship-wise, and that if she didn't do anything, it would be as if nothing had changed at all between them, and that would be incredibly heartbreaking and frustrating, Like, that would be a soul-sucking place to be. And so I think this is a manifestation of all that frustration, but I think that she's kind of loose cannoning it right now too. She's not putting thought into like her actions of why this is so important to her. She is literally just kind of, what's it called? There's a phrase when you tie down a bunch of other emotions into a single decision. It's like all this extra baggage, but she's not acknowledging it. And so every time they're trying to resolve this, she wants to have a perfect resolution to the sauce. Even though the sauce really is insignificant, she's associated this like pork cutlet sauce-gate incident with all the bad baggage and problems and worries she has about this relationship, period. And because she's made that association, unless we can help her see that association isn't right or how unhealthy it is, I think that she's not going to be reasonable here. Not because it's actually the big deal about the sauce, but because she's attributing so much of her own anxieties, fears, and hopes, and all of that. They're all tied together in this big knot, and they finally found an outlet. And it's like an explosive decompression, and you can't stop it now. And unless she gets some genuine help and has a chance to really sit down and just talk things out and just get all of it out, I don't know if she'll be able to come around to understanding that it's okay to have different likes between people. Takeru is being a butthole, and the way he talked to her was really, really bad. But I still say, like, they're both at fault here, very heavily. They're both at fault. I don't think there's either one who's more at fault. But unfortunately, Sumika did accidentally just trigger a landmine with her offhand comment in a fit of anger. But I totally get it. I would be saying something similar, even though I don't necessarily, like, she obviously doesn't mean that. Like, oh, well, screw everyone else. I only care about me and you. But she's saying that why would I give them preference and think, why would I set aside this entire nest of emotions that's so important to me just for them. I want us to be able to figure it out. That's what she was trying to say, I think. To be completely blunt, I'm pretty disgusted with you right now. Well, yeah, but you should also look in the mirror, man. You're pretty gross yourself. I've really got to learn to pick your fights, kid. I mean, if you really want to make our classmates hate you, that's your prerogative, but do me a favor and leave me out of it. Careful what you wish for, man. Thank goodness today was the Saturday, and most people were out the door the moment the bell rang, and even the ones that did hear what you said might forget about it over the weekend. There's still the complete chance it won't constitute complete social suicide. For your sake, it better not. Oh, this would be a short episode if I end it here. I think we're going to keep going a little longer. Fetch, the music is just not getting any easier. Oh, it's going to be a hurt one. So, what did you want to talk about?
とぼけないで。決まってるじゃない。鏡さんのことよ。
Yeah, I know. Fine, but can we at least do this somewhere else? It's not worth catching a cold over.
あなたが先に投げやりにならないでよ。昨日は何か進展あった？
You really expected him to do something. Does it look like I did? You saw how she was acting this morning. She still won't even walk to school with me. Of course she wasn't going to hang out with me over the weekend. So much for buying her a new Santa rabbit, I guess. I was even still prepared to keep that promise if by some miracle she came over and asked nicely, but it was still never going to happen. Takeru, you should have gone off there and said, like, look, can we just go buy the rabbit? But like, I don't know, maybe that wouldn't have helped actually at this point.
そうね。でもよかったわ。みんながあのことを変に意識してなくて。
That's good. Yeah, that's true. I didn't notice anyone giving her a cold shoulder or anything. Maybe they just shrugged it off as something she said in the heat of the moment but didn't really mean. Though Sumika herself still seems to feel pretty guilty about it. I saw some girl come over and say good morning to her and she just said hi and then went dead silent.
そうは思わないの？
Huh? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I guess that's a silver lining. Though I'm pretty sure it's just that they think it'll be a waste of energy to start holding grudges a month before graduation. So, did you come up with a game plan or what? Takeru, why are you making her be your brain? Not that I really give a dang anymore.
あ、うん。結論としては、成功法が一番確実だと思う。
Lock them in the school shed. Us meaning me.
そう。自分が悪かったって言うの。そして今度は、とんかつにはソースだってちゃんと言うのよ。
Now, honestly, I don't think that's fair. Like I said, you shouldn't have to just force yourself to like a food. That's such a petty thing. I don't think that's the right approach either. Because now at this point now, it might just come across like pandering. Like, oh, you're just telling me that to get me to be, like, chill. And, like, do you really think he's actually going to do that? Like, he's not that kind of person. So, Class Rep, I think you're making a mistake here. Whoa, back up. What's the point of doing that? She's totally going to know I'm just lying through my teeth.
嘘にしなきゃいいじゃない。ソースカツ丼でも何でも食べてあげなさいよ。
Huh? But that would mean the same as admitting defeat. No.
ソース食べて死ぬわけじゃあるまいし、いいじゃない。
It might.
あなたこそ何をそんなにこだわってるのよ。それじゃあ鏡さんと同じじゃない。
There we go, they both suck.
白金くん、あの場でみんなより自分が大事だって言った鏡さんを間違ってると思ってたんじゃなかったの？
I mean, yeah.
なら変なこだわりは捨てて。それがある以上、白金くんの考えてることは矛盾してるわ。
But
今は収めて、後からもう一度ゆっくり話をすればいいでしょ？それまで合わせてあげるだけの話じゃない。
I still think that I still think this is wrong fundamentally, but I also could see that sometimes you have to make sacrifices, so maybe it's worth it. The only reason it seems like I'm being stubborn is because of Sumika. I'm not the one being disagreeable here, I'm just being the way I've always been. It's not my fault she finds my choice of sauce repulsive. If those roles were reversed, I definitely wouldn't expect her to change.
今も昔も、話し合いは先に席を立った方の負けなのよ。どんな手段を使っても座り続ける必要があるの。子供の喧嘩じゃないんだから、そのぐらいわかるでしょ？
Mm-hmm.
何驚いた顔してるのよ、今さら。まさか気づいてないとでも思ってたの？
Especially because in the first shouting match, she literally said that I'm your girlfriend. No. No, it's not that. It's just, I feel really weird to have you refer to her as my girlfriend just now. Almost like you were talking about an ex or my sister or something. You know, yeah, you know what? I think I'm done with this. So hey.
何？
I changed my mind. I don't care anymore.
え？
The whole sauce thing's completely stupid. If she's really prepared to die on this hill... Whoa! I use that phrase all the time, but it's interesting they put it here. It's a good phrase, though, so I'm happy. Just because I won't let her dictate what I can and can't eat, then so be it.
何言ってるの？最悪なことって。
Yeah, I do. If it's not important to her, then I guess we're just gonna have to break up. I mean, it's really sad. And really, really unfortunate that this is really going to win. Like, that's a double loss. Like... At least the other route, like, only you had to lose, but like I also kind of like I can kind of get it. I ain't gotta get it. This is like it's like, why would if this is going to be such a big deal, is it really worth it? Like, it sounds horrible, but like in reality, like I don't know. Like, I dated a girl in college, and she was a sweetheart, fantastic girl, cute, funny. Ambitious, like everything you could ever want in somebody. We got along great, super great. She had a crush on me for a long time, and like I finally kind of came around and decided to give it a try, and we went out for a couple months, but I wasn't feeling it in the end. We didn't even have like arguments, we didn't even have any disagreements or like any big philosophical problems. It was just, I just didn't think it was right. I didn't think it was like meant to be. And we broke up. And it sucked. I know it was harder for her than it was for me because I did the breaking up. But like, at the same time, it's like, we both ended up happier in the end. You don't just because you like somebody to the point where you date them doesn't mean it's gonna work out. And so like reality, it's not like they're supposed to be together. Although we know like technically they are. But yeah, this still is crazy.
バカなこと言わないで。何よ急に。それこそそんな子供みたいなこと。
Sumika's the one being childish. I'm just saying I won't put up with it anymore.
その態度が子供みたいだって言ってるの。鏡さんを子供っぽいと思うんなら、あなたは大人にならなきゃダメでしょ?
I think that's kind of right, but at the same time, again, like I don't think it's fair that only one person has responsibility for a relationship. It's a partnership. And if that partnership breaks down on the fundamental levels, like there either needs to be you need to fight for it or move on. And if he's not willing to fight for it anymore, then I don't think it's worth it. It's sad to say that, but it's like if he's given up already, then he should go. It's like, I don't know. I watch a lot of like Hell's Kitchen and like Master Chef and everything, and like with Gordon Ramsay, and he shouts and curses and all that stuff. But the thing is, like, he always talks about drive. He says like if you really want it, you fight for it. And like he almost doesn't. He's actually like turned aside better chefs because they don't handle the pressure or they don't seem as enthusiastic about it. They don't drive. They don't have the passion. They don't have the fire in their belly. And I think that that's part of it. Like if you're not willing to fight for it, then you don't deserve it. Like you should be willing to fight for it, not to like just give up and give everything over and just like let people walk all over you to have what you want. But if he's at the point where he's not going to fight for it anymore, and if he's genuine about that, then it should be over because they can both do better. And that sucks. Why should I?
なんでって。
Just because I'm her boyfriend, you mean? Because last time I checked, babysitting wasn't part of my job description. And this is how dating her's gonna be, then you can count me out. If I weren't her boyfriend, I never would have put up with this sort of crap. It would have been a heck of a lot easier.
そうやって極論にすり替えてすぐ投げ出すの、あなたの悪い癖よ。
Without even trying, excuse you. I'd say I've done more than my fair share of trying to fix this.
やってない。
Just because you're a control freak doesn't mean you can tell me how to live my life. So I can solve my own problems just fine without you, thanks. Because you've been doing such a great job.
なんですって？誰のためにやってると。
Well, yeah, your help's annoying and unwanted.
白金くん、あなたね。
Well, he's made that pretty clear.
ダメよ、榊。
Yuko-sensei.
こんな寒空に中庭で語り合う絵にもならない二人がいると思ったら。
Oh, sorry. Curse you, hand! Great. This day couldn't get any worse.
ところで城がね、あんたたちの破局を迎えたらしいわね。
She really has a good tab on everything.
先生、煽らないでください。煽る？なんで？ああ、もしかしてより戻そうとしてるんだ。
She's so manipulative.
だから。
Heck no.
白金くん？もしかして今までのはその話だったの？なら無理無理。よりなんて戻りっこないわ。
She's saying the perfect way to make it be like, well, screw you, I'll win her back anyway. What? What the heck was that for?
見かけの勝ち負けにこだわって榊の言ってることわかんないようじゃね。
Excuse me.
ま、恋愛ごっこも人生経験として無駄にはならないでしょ。よかったわね、白がね。それができない人もいるんだから。
Yuko, you bloody genius.
先生やめてください。寒い。言われなくても消えるわよ。私天才だからすぐ風邪ひいちゃうし。じゃあねー。あ、白金くん。
The heck, man. You have no right to talk down to me when you're just sticking your nose in my business without context. Sumika's the only one who's obsessed with winning, for your information. No. And what was that quip about class rep's advice falling on deaf ears? Or the one about failed relationships? What did I do to deserve all this verbal abuse? I don't know. Dished out verbal abuse?
Kids!
Alright.
ね。
So that's where we're gonna end. Man, this is a depressing one. I hope you guys are ready for all the Saucegate drama. Fetch. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. I don't even know what this is gonna be. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. I think it'll have a happy ending in the end, but it's like, they do such a good job of writing it and be like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh, it's so good. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this today. I know I'm smiling. I'm smiling because I'm enjoying the story, but I'm at the same time, it's like, I'm like, it's an anger smile because like, they're both being done. Takeru, they keep trading on who I think is the most at fault. They're both just being terrible. Man, you're happier where you went. Like, I know it's going to be weird being in an arranged marriage, but at this point, I think you probably still got a better deal out of it anyway. And that's sad, isn't it? Isn't that sad? But yeah. Alright. Well, again, what'd you guys think? How'd you like all the dating advice I kept shouting at the camera? I don't know. I like to think I've got enough like experience to be able to say stuff that makes sense here, but you know, call me on my BS if there's any there, and then like share your thoughts. I'd love to hear your 2 cents. Like, what things have you learned? How badly are they messing this up? And what simple things could have been done to maybe avoid this? It's really interesting. Oh, and I really like it if anyone like has genuine like firsthand experience or like lives in Japan. I would love to know like is the cultural attitude and the idea that like of caring less about the class and more about your significant other, like is that actually something that would socially make people like ostracize you? Like, is it because the idea of like, oh, they think they're better than all of us, that we don't matter? Like, would it actually like, could it actually ruin your social like reputation? Or is this hyperbole? Like, is that extending it a little far? And would people would the classmates be more understanding? I genuinely would like to know. But it seems kind of like a foreign idea because, like, at least in America, like growing up, like if you would stood up in class and be like, "I care about my significant other more than all you can go burn for all I care," people would probably be like, "Well, okay, I get that." They'd be like, "Sure, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Just don't literally do anything like that to us." But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel. It's always such a pleasure having you here. And until next video, watching me, I will see me next. I'll see you there.